Hello YouTube, back at it again with another video. So this week is a good week for NASCAR. Uh, three good races, three solid races. We're going to go through standings, take a look over all that, see how my fantasy team did, like usual. But this week we're adding something different. We're going to actually cover F1 and react to the race. And didn't really wasn't able to watch it. Had a game myself, so I just wasn't capable of watching F1 this weekend. NASCAR, on the other hand, did get to catch the end of that. Got to see my boy Chase Elliott get the win. Uh, Kyle Larson with the win in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. So it was just a solid weekend. Carson Hocevar winning in the trucks. Uh, three big drivers winning in just solid weekend for NASCAR. So let's get into the last couple laps over here in Texas.
Great jump by Brad, though.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do when you...
Great jump for good start for both of them, really.
Oh my gosh, you see the 60 car up the hill, but you see the difference
Good
in speed.
in my Chase, dude.
It's only one lap, though.
Yeah, luckily they only have to go one lap. They're only going to lose a couple spots.
Elliott sends it into turn 3. Reddick on the bottom.
Oh, yeah, real happy about this one.
Here they all come for the stage win. Give it to Chase Elliott. Reddick, Keselowski holds on for third, and I believe Priest for fifth as they approach the Echo Park Automotive restart zone for stage 3.
This is about where I was able to start, watching a little bit.
Talking about Reddick.
They just keep themselves in the game.
Yep.
And today is another classic example of the 45.
The battle between Reddick and Elliott is pretty straight.
See him battling Chase Elliott for the lead right now.
Be careful of the bump on that outside.
And hey, just saying that could be the championship battle, Elliott and Reddick. Chase Elliott's getting consistent, dude. I'm saying that's all that matters. Chase Elliott gets some wins too. That's the second win.
Oh, whoa. And you see Carson right there, very aware of that car inside of him. That thing got loose, and you saw him.
Kyle Busch had a good car. This would be a good rivalry. Post car and Busch.
That's the stupid shit that makes him a. God damn it, dude. All right, let's loose out here for.
He's such a crybaby, bro.
In like 3 years, we're having a great day here today. Keep it together. I know it's not perfect. Just keep it together, and we're gonna have a good day. Okay, psych major.
Yeah, this won't be the last time you hear from old Bushy boy today.
Okay? To other people, I'm fine. All right? Put a bag of ice in your crotch. Let's go.
All right, we hear over the radio that Corey Heim has just gone to fuel pump number 2, Larry.
Yeah, and Mike, that normally means with the way those things are structured, you've got that reservoir in there. One of the lift pumps is in that reservoir. Based on my information I've gathered, you might have 1 or 2 laps at a 1.5-mile track.
What's the indication there, though? That thing probably stumbled, lost fuel pressure on the gauge or something.
Sputtering, he knows to go to that second pump.
That's right.
Yeah, well, typically what happens, you'll have the fuel pressure on your dash, and you'll start to see that fuel pressure number start to fluctuate a little bit as you get to the corner.
I love that Chase Elliott Amazon Prime car. It's so nice. I need to get a diecast for it.
From the driver's standpoint, when you see that number start to fluctuate, because it stays pretty steady on the fuel pressure, but when it fluctuates a little bit, you flip that second pump on.
Well, Chase Elliott has assumed command of this race with 29 laps to go. Here comes Corey Heim to pit road for his final stop. Spinner, turn 4.
Oh, man.
Corey Heim and caution wave.
He just had a rough day at the end of it, man.
Laps to go.
I need to get YouTube Plus, bro. I'm sorry for the ads. It's some crazy stuff nowadays, bro. Can't even watch highlights without getting some advertisements in. At least it's not no political ads, man.
The best way to know what someone is going to do.
As we speak, man, fucking political ad, bro. Come on
John
now.
Kennedy fought to put more money back in your pocket.
Well, this changes everything.
Yeah, and that car's sideways before it even gets into the frame right there, so can't really blame that one on the bump in the racetrack.
They just lost it right there, man.
Way before that bump in the racetrack, so it looks like he probably just got loose as he got down at the end of the first third of the corner.
From Josh Berry.
So yeah, that just got out from underneath him right there.
We're going to settle this in the final 4 laps. Elliott, Hamlin for the restart. Green flag.
Oh, Denny Hamlin got a great start on the outside right there. Here goes Tyler Reddick all the way to the outside. He's going to keep that run going all the way through the corner.
Elliott's going to clear
Weird.
Hamlin. Look at this back in the back. Reddick around the outside of Blaney. It's exactly the start that Elliott was looking for.
Say all you want, bro, but them Spire cars are good. You know, you got Daniel Suarez running consistent. You got Carson Hostbar getting a win, and you know, solid performances.
Gonna have to make quick work.
We got a lot of good things to say about Spire this year.
From 19th.
Didn't get him cleared. Slid up the racetrack. That's going to halt his forward momentum here.
Having drive backwards down pit road back-to-back weeks, still getting solid finish, bro.
The 45 car right now is if they have another caution to
really
utilize
good
those fresh
back-to-back
tires.
races for Suarez.
That's his only shot.
Front 5, single file. Hocevar on the outside takes 6th from Byron with Suarez challenging.
See Chase Elliott all the way up above those hash marks already, leaving Denny Hamlin a lane, but that momentum in that lane that Chase Elliott has been able to run has worked well for him all day.
A replay of Martinsville for those first 2 cars where Elliott won and Hamlin was second. Here they come off turn 4. White flag waving, 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank and a car in the wall in turn 4.
Yeah, so this is another thing I wanted to talk about. Bushy Boy again. So let's go, Elliott. Top 10 for Hostbar and Suarez.
Goes to the apron and to pit road. We're still racing.
He's going to get it back, so we will finish under green here.
Chase Elliott into 3, around 4. Wrapping the bottom of the racetrack. The car that spun was John Hunter Nemechek. He's okay. And Chase Elliott scores the win for Rick Hendrick and Chevrolet.
Still top 10 finish for the boys. Let's get it.
Great job, guys.
SVG at top 20.
Good call there, Alan. Good job, team.
What happened to Nemechek?
Yeah,
okay.
watch Kyle Busch,
Well,
dude.
See Kyle Busch got together.
Tried to get over on him when he wasn't cleared.
Really hard, but it's not
Then
over
my
yet.
boy John Hunter Nemechek's coming through. And then being a little
happy.
pussy knocks him, spins him out, bro. Like, come on,
what happened earlier in there, but everything that we saw right there, it looked like Kyle just turned over the front of the 42 car right here.
Not clear.
Yeah, definitely wasn't clear.
And then he just wrecks him.
Well, frustration. Ran in the top 10 all day, had good things going on. Ends up 20th with that 8 car in Busch.
That 9 car was fast all day. Even when those Toyotas were running, he was right there with them.
Good little burn by Chase. Yeah, man. That's kind of messed up, dude. You can't really Finelli first, 3 wins, 3 poles, balling out. So yeah, 100 points, 20 points clear. George Russell, Lando Norris, about 49 points. 5th place is Lewis Hamilton. I think Verstappen's in 7th place. You know, long way to go, long season. You know, 4 races in and everybody scored a point. So it's, I know, a lot different, bro. It's almost like a spec series, you know. But yeah, looking pretty good for Mercedes and Ferrari this year. So, you know, we'll see how that plays out. It's going to be an interesting season. A few drivers haven't scored points, actually. So, yeah, interesting season, to say the least. You know, I'm definitely going to try to keep up with it a little bit more. I know more of our international viewers are into F1, so we'll keep on to that. You know, if y'all have, you know, comments or opinions about my takes on F1, just comment below, bro. Get some debates going in the chat. I know y'all are like defending F1, so come on now, defend it. Really nothing good to say about it on my part for this year. You know, I could vibe with it in the past, but it's just not the same energies, vibes, or anything. So let's go over here to take a look at the truck standings after that race. If I'm not mistaken, Chandler Smith. Oh, no, he's not in first place anymore. Okay. Caden Honeycutt is your new leader. So, 14 points ahead of Chandler Smith. Caden Honeycutt, dude. yet to win a race. That just shows you consistency matters, dude. You don't have to be winning races to be number one. You just gotta finish top 5 every time. Ball out, top finishes. But yeah, Corey Haim's still, not even a full-time driver, but top 8. Obviously not going to be in the chase because it's only full-time drivers in the chase. But it'd be cool to see if Ram, it is the top 10. I was thinking top 12 for some reason. It'd be cool to see a Ram get into the chase rookie, their first year, their debut year. So I'm kind of rooting for Justin Haley. Feel like, don't really think Butterbean McQueen can do it. But yeah, these other guys are part-timers. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how these pull out, how this, shapes up down the line. But I'm really, Caden Honeycutt, he's a solid driver. He ran Cars Tour, so it's got to look out for too. But you can't really ever count out, Ben Rhodes or these guys who just consistently been in the truck series, year in and year out. Because these guys really know what they're doing. It's a whole different ball game from late model stocks to Cup. But Caden Honeycutt is your new leader in the truck series. It's going to be an interesting season here. So I love the truck series. There's a bunch of new guys in this year. Tom Majeski's looking good too. I mean, running consistent. I mean, these guys. There's a few guys in here who's been here year in, year out. Those are the guys I generally, root for to win the Truck Series championship. Just because, I don't see the Truck Series as, a double A, triple A, minor league setup. I see it as, it's the Truck Series, dude. You're trying to market trucks. You're trying to sell these trucks. You're going to get them out on the track. Watch them race on Friday, go buy them on Monday, So that's just how I see the Truck Series. And, that's apparently how Dale Jr. sees the Truck Series. He also talk about how the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is, essentially the Grand National Series from back in the day. It's just not a minor league system. It's just different. It's different divisions, different, setups, different sports essentially, or classes, say. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see how this is shaping up. And we're going to drop over here into the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Justin Allgaier, like I said, dude, balling out. He's the guy who I think's got this locked in, locked out. 121 points cleared, looking like Tyler Reddick in the Cup Series pretty much. 3 wins. I think he's going to be the guy, like I said, to pull out. He's going to start 75 points clear if he's in first place during the chase, and you just got to, run off that consistency. If he can keep that consistency up, especially going into the chase, I think Justin Allgaier is going to be your guy to watch for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. And finally, let's go over here to the Cup Series. Tyler Reddick, obviously first place, but he's that chipping away at it. I think he only lost a 1-point lead, but if I'm not mistaken, Danny Hamlin's 110 last week. But still chipping away with a toothpick essentially. But Chase Elliott with a win, jumping back up to third place in the point standings, 117 point clear, well behind Reddick. Still a long way to go. Top 16 drivers is going to be, obviously into the chase, and that 100-point lead won't be 100 points come chase time. Tyler Reddick's going to have a little less cushioning for that first place positioning. If this is how it ended today, looking good for Carson Hocevar as he's still continuing to jump up positions. Kyle Larson dropping 3, obviously because of terrible race at Texas. Joey Logano completely dropping out of the chase. Daniel Suarez, solidifying him further into there. Bubba Wallace is starting to drop down. Shane Van Gisbergen starting to fall down a little bit. Zane Smith jumping back up. And we're just going to see where Ricky Stenhouse jumps up 6 positions while Kyle Busch only jumps up 1. It's funny how, this is shaping up. But let's see where John Hunter Nemechek is. He is, I can't 29. It's funny how they're battling for, back 25th position. They're sitting there wrecking each other, being drama queens about it, especially Kyle Busch. But yeah, rookie Connor Zilisch running 33rd. But we'll really we're going to see something out of him this weekend at Watkins Glen. So be prepared for that. He may be back here, but he's not going to be chase bound, but one little win here can set the stage for what's to come in the future. It's going to be a good battle, in my opinion, between SVG and Connor Zilic. So we'll see what happens there. I'm excited to see what shapes up there. Also in the truck series, Watkins Glen, they will be having the first black female NASCAR driver in any of the national series. She ran in the she ran ARCA a couple weeks ago. Just got to double check because honestly, I forgot her name. She runs. I don't really watch NHRA drag racing, especially like the motorcycles, but she was like a big name driver there. So hold on, we'll take a look at this in a second. Yeah, Destiny Spurlock. Okay. Yeah, she'll be racing the number 69 this weekend at Watkins Glen for the truck series. So it's going to be pretty interesting. She ran ARCA, and I think she came top 10 finishes in both races. But yeah, she's more known for her stock drag racing in motorcycles. But yeah, this is pretty dope. We'll see how she does. I mean, it's a huge step up from ARCA to the trucks. Just crazy. Especially, if you're going from ovals to running on a street course race, especially like Watkins Glen. It's going to be interesting to see how that shapes up. But anyways, it's enough of the standings. We're going to make our predictions for Watkins Glen this weekend. Obviously, SVG is my pick. You really cannot just look at a road course race that's not COTA and pick SVG. COTA seems to be the kryptonite for SVG. But, after last year, he won every single race on a road course. So it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see if Chris Buescher and SVG getting that another nice battle at Watkins Glen again. So we'll see how this balls out. It's going to be a good race. A lot of people don't really like the road course racing, but it's provides some more entertainment. Just the diversity of tracks NASCAR has to offer. So yeah, we're going to see all that rolls out, and I think SVG is going to come out with a win. So let's go over here to my fantasy. I don't think we did so hot. I still first place, still in the back. Maybe we had a solid little. Okay, I'll Chase Elliott in the garage. That's where I messed up. Because I'm trying to save him for the end of the year, dude. That's the big thing. But we still got some solid finishes. Yeah, still looking pretty good. Hopefully we can get back up. So we're going to make some predictions for this upcoming race. And especially with it being a road course, we're definitely going to change it up. Putting SVG in. We're going to get Connor Zilic. We're going to have to put Chase Elliott in. Because I need the points up, dude. If I want to get into the top 10, top 100,000 at least, I'm going to have to set up a stacked lineup for this weekend. I'm going to have to ball out, and I'm going to have to do that really every weekend from now on. I was trying to play it safe, use drivers when I think it's necessary, but it's just not working out like that. So we're going to have to step it up. And I like that lineup. Chase Elliott's obviously getting a higher finish. And Michael McDowell's a good road course racer. I cannot believe I forgot about him. See, because I'm not really going to use him much. I've already used him a few times actually. But yeah, I'm going to try to play it smart here. Okay, this is interesting. but I feel like some stuff's going to happen here. That's why I'm picking John Hunter Nemechek. Looking good, looking good. So we're going to finish it off here by diving into F1. And I love this. F1 is looking to bring back the V8 cars engines by 2028. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I think is really going to help F1 come back. What's been going on this season has really just killed the vibe for F1 in general, and I just think it's really set them back a lot. And I think that it really struck a nerve with the uppers in F1 and kind of made them push to change this. And I think it's a good change. And going back to the V8 will just be good for everybody in general. I mean, who cares about the manufacturers, dude? Let the manufacturers make a V8 engine. That's all I have to say. The fans want it. The fans are the ones who are, pushing for all this. The fans are the ones who buys the tickets, who are all there. I mean, what's F1 without the fans? Just a bunch of manufacturers going in, around the road. It's not the same without the fans. So you got to give the fans what they want. It's been like watching Mario Kart, essentially, in my opinion. That's just what I think. That's why I think IndyCar has been getting a lot more popular this year, and NASCAR has been raising in views. So we'll definitely see how this plays out. I can't wait for 2029 to see if this is actually a true statement. They said they're going to do it, but we'll see what happens. All this is new and outcoming. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty good. Can't wait to see what happens. Hopefully it keeps Verstappen in F1, and yeah.